Hey guys, it's the Fundy AU here, coming to you with a really random little episode. Sorry it's been so long since I've been on with you guys. I've missed you. I wanted to say hi. I wanted to say hi to give a massive thanks to my fellows on Steemit. There's over 100 of you now. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate the little likes there. That's cool. Yeah, you're welcome to give me a follow in other places. I appreciate you keeping up with me. I'm going to try not to look at my face. I'm using my phone to do this today just to get it up quickly. So I'll try and look at you, but I might end up looking at the screen instead. We'll see how we go. Alrighty, cool. So a couple of things I wanted to cover today really quickly. I wanted to get out. Bitcoin's sitting around 7,800 US dollars at the moment. That's awesome. Cool. So Bitcoin forks, it's been a topic of hot discussion. It's gone on and on and on and on and on. But people want to take the name of Bitcoin and all that jazz. This is so different from the pre-existing open source software world that we've been interacting with to date. You think about Linux distributions. You've got Ubuntu and you've got Mint and you've got Puppy Linux and all those sort of things. They've all got their own little sweet spot. They've all got their key designs. They've all got their own target audiences. Ubuntu is probably the most common, the most well-known and the most used at this point in time. But it's built on Debian. Ubuntu is built on KDE, I believe. There's little nuances to all of them. So all got their own target audiences, all got their own nuances. Anything that, will draw a certain type of person to them as opposed to another one. But when they didn't say Debian Ubuntu, or they didn't try to call themselves Debian, or anything like that. They started up their own company but built it on. And just like some of the earlier altcoins, they credited them. We've got Dash. Dash, when you start up a node, it says Bitcoin, and then it's got a couple of dates, and Dash, and it's got its dates that its founders have maintained the code for. I think it was Bitcoin 2008 or 2007 to 2017, and it had Dash, whatever that it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. And it's quite funny because that's gone a step further with what I like to think of as the proof-of-stake version of Dash. PivX is exactly the same thing. You start up the node, it says Bitcoin Dash PivX. It's all showing its own dev team. It's showing... but it shows where the source code came from. It's crediting the source code, but it's not trying to be the source code because it's not the source code. It wants to be better than the source code. Bitcoin is still an experiment, isn't it? Anyway, something else I wanted to go over very quickly, and I brought my iPad up for this one because this was kind of funny and I wanted to be able to quote it. It was, I'm on a couple of Facebook groups. I've got my own little message group for a couple of people in the local vicinity, and I also keep track of a couple of the bigger ones. There's a post by this guy: central banks control Bitcoin since Blockstream have hijacked Bitcoin. They have a complete monopoly, blah 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 blah. They're going to talk about them being owned by Digital Currency Group, etc., etc. The post is: banks control Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. We are being played. That's the post that he shared. He talks about the Rothschilds and things like that. Yeah, I know, right? You know what? I might troll the trolls on this Facebook page just for fun, because there's so many of them. Anyway, and then he goes and posts another post underneath it saying, Blockstream's business plan revealed profit from transaction fees. Yes, that is the long term, what you do when your thing goes down. Anyway, I haven't read the article. I said, then my comment was, based on Blockstream business plan, through expanding, there was something else he wrote in there. It talks about scaling and not increasing. Oh, there you go. Sorry. This is what I get for not reading his whole post. They stopped the innovation to increase the block size, and that is why Bitcoin is suffering scalability. How is it an innovation to increase a baseline feature? That's not innovation. That's overclocking your computer. Anyway, so I said, how is increasing a blockchain size an innovation? The reply was, bigger block size means 1,000 times faster confirmation transaction times. Lower fees, only a few dollar cents in brackets, and it's more mass adoptable. And then he posts a Wikipedia article on Bitcoin scalability problem. My reply, nope. You would use the word innovation. It is not a technical development. It is overclocking your computer, as I mentioned earlier. Sorry, skip over that. And then I also mentioned that increasing your block time is not going to... increasing the number of transactions you can handle does not increase your confirmations. That would need to increase your block time. Hence Litecoin. Litecoin has other issues compared to Bitcoin. Actually, I'll come back to that in a sec. He then goes on to talk about other stuff. He posts blocks are full, and the number of pending transactions. Then I say, are Ether devs onto it too? The Raiden network is essentially Eth's version of the Lightning Network. He says EOS do on-chain hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. Raiden and Lightning are off-chains, which can do 1 million per second. He just stated that on-chain can only do thousands, but off-chain can do millions. Yeah, okay, so he's just contradicting himself twice. I'm like making this video about this guy, but I was just like really trolling like this. And you know what? If this guy genuinely believes this stuff, I would like to invite him to send me an email, or send me a text, or message me on this Facebook page, and just, put a comment in and say, let's have a debate on YouTube. Anyway, and then I say, as opposed to the data interception option, I believe it was Roger Ver who posted that Bitcoin was made for data centers. Yeah. Anyway. And they say Bitcoin has already been destroyed and hijacked by central... He's not answering my question. By the central power. SegWit destroyed the code. His original post said that Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin were taken by central banks, and now he's saying that it was hijacked. I say, please explain how your code was destroyed. I look forward to your response. We'll reply later. His reply, when all your Bitcoins are gone, someday you will find out. I say, invalid response. That's got 2 likes, not from him, not from me, by someone else. That's so funny. And then I said, out of interest, what percentage is your portfolio fiat, metals, Bitcoin, Bitcash, and alts? He hasn't replied for over 10 hours. Anyway, so that was just kind of funny. Slightly off topic, but just kind of funny. There are trolls out there. Don't get sucked into their madness. Don't get sucked into the doomsday type thing. And the other thing I wanted to mention really quickly while I still got you here. I should really have a drink before I did this video. By holding the root coin, you're going to get all dividends from it. Whether people, as long as people are forking off it like they are with the Bcash and the Bitcoin, whatever. And in the end, whatever scales to mass adoption, whatever is used, if there is one that gets totally used and totally taken as the world reserve currency of all time, blah, 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 whatever, you're going to have it. So as long as it branches off from the current chain, and let's, in Bitcoin's case, maintains the 21 million coin cap, you're still going to have those coins. Yeah, no matter what happens. I've still got my... and I don't have to move them, as long as there's replay protection. Even if there's replay protection, as long as I don't move the original coins, then my other coins are still safe. Bitcoin forked, or Bcash forked off Bitcoin. Another coin might fork off Bcash, and so on and so forth. And in the end, we'll have hundreds and hundreds of coins that are just going to be forked off a forked off a fork. Yeah, whatever. I would actually love to see someone just start forking. Create a fork of Bitcoin every day, put one CPU miner towards it, get a Raspberry Pi, set that up. It'll be the only miner on the network for however long. And as soon as someone says, "Oh, my coin's going to be amazing," you'll be like, "But that coin already exists and it does exactly that, and it was forked like a year ago." I think that would be really funny, just to troll everyone. And the more forks that happen and the more options people have, the less a fork actually means that doesn't follow general consensus. And the less a single power will be able to be like, "Oh, my coin's better than the current system." While I'm busy talking about trolls, it's on WhatsApp and I can't get to it because it's on this phone. There was a post that was put up on about Bcash, and I'd love to talk about it, but I'll talk about that on my next video. You know what? I'll do a little section on trolls and trolley posts and just random stuff like that. Anyway, guys, thanks for thanks for joining me for the show. Sorry I haven't been on. I've recently moved apartments. I'm in a new position at work, which is awesome. Same job title, just different location in the my place of work. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I'm busy doing the MOOC, massive open online course, which is the first step in or one of the first courses within the Masters in Cryptocurrency by the University of Nicosia. The MOOC is free. I've only done the MOOC. I'm currently only signed up to do the MOOC. I haven't enrolled in the Masters or any other certs or anything through them. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. Not only does it talk about Bitcoin, it's kind of a brief overview. It covers everything. It's so good. It talks about the fiat currency system. It talks about everything around that whole area. Talks about how the fiat system works, how central banks work. Did you know there's a central bank of central banks? The Bank of International Settlements, basically. It's a central bank of central banks. That was in the week 8 session, I believe. Yeah, they talk about some of the more advanced. They talk about off-chain scaling, on-chain scaling. They talk about proof of burn, proof of stake, proof of work, tainted coins, colored coins, all that stuff's covered. It will really give you a foothold in understanding the technology better. Even if you don't... If you follow me, you probably are that into Bitcoin that you'd benefit from watching this, from doing this course. It's free. If Bitcoin consumes more than 10 hours a day, 10 hours a week, and you can afford an extra 4 hours a week for the 12-week period of the course, I would highly recommend it. It's free. It's great. They give you a digital certificate, which they post a list on their website, and they create a hash of that list with your name on it, and put that into a message in the Bitcoin blockchain. And therefore, even though you don't have a physical printed certificate, you can still blockchain verify the certificate's authenticity. How cool is that? It's a little application like that, which they've already implemented. And as far as I believe, they're rolling that out to the whole university. Apparently, they've got a very strong medical program and things like that as well. University of Nicosia, located in Greece. They're awesome. I'll post the links in the near future. I'll put them on when I put this on Steam at all. I'll do that. The master's course is open for application, and I believe starting January, February, and I believe the next MOOC is also open for those who are interested. Anyway, have fun, guys. I hope you got something useful out of today. Trolls are funny. I love trolls sometimes. Other times I just want to strangle them. Bit of tontine therapy, nothing ever hurt anyone, right? That's all good. Alrighty. Anyone who has genuine questions, leave a message down below this thing. Ask me a question. I'm happy to answer, whether it's on Steemit or on YouTube. Okay. More than happy to answer questions. Or you can find me on Facebook, the Fundi AU, where you'll see photos of 3D printing and stuff as well. All that jazz. Alrighty. Have fun, guys. Hope there's something useful today. Hope you get something out of today. Enjoy.